Move to order.
I don't think there's any motions out of executive session. Additions to the agenda?
All right. Hold on, the resolution.
Yeah. And this is for,
This is
to apply for a grant?
to apply to a grant to move the Dry Ridge utility, the water line from the top of the hill closer to the edge of the road where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And this is just to submit the grant. In the amount of $250,000.
Okay.
I make a motion that we sign the resolution.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Discussion. How do you vote?
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yeah.
Tammy,
Yes.
Ed,
No, I finally got the vote no.
3 yes, motion carried.
Ed Blanket, one of the things that, this past week, I guess it's public information, the appeal that we filed in the union grievance matter, Common Pleas Court, we lost. And, judge found in favor of the union. Correct?
That's correct. You upheld the arbitrator's award.
Yes.
Yeah. I got like 3 copies of this.
Need to set budget dates.
Well, they
Sharon.
actually include the
Okay,
with it.
any other
They say
additions
that.
to the, agenda? We need to set. We need to have probably a budget meeting next Monday on the 25th. And then if we have it, another one on, if we could approve the proposed budget then? Is that right?
Tentative budget, yeah.
Or the
Proposed.
proposed, yeah.
Yeah, but then they have.
And advertise it,
Need to be available for 20 days on the inspection.
yeah, then our next meeting will be on this, our regular meeting's on the 16th.
It's not enough days, because you can't, we'd have to advertise on, looks like the 25th. Because you'd have to advertise it on the 25th, because that's 20 days after.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at, so.
Yeah,
We could, if we did it on the, we'd have to go to, what, the 20th?
whenever, because if you send it in, it depends on how many days it takes for them to put it in the paper. What's the normal? 3 days, 2 days, depends.
You get an advertise?
Yeah.
When's the next
I
day?
can call them
No.
probably, I can call them tomorrow, probably have it on Friday.
Usually that takes a couple days.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm asking you, do you, if we do it on the, if we have the budget meeting on the 25th, then we could change the December meeting date. From the 16th to the, I don't know, what's the next Monday after that?
That's 23rd.
Yes, 22nd, I think.
That's gonna assume that the budget comes in with all the numbers in it, because it's usually not a one-night project. It's many of 3 or 4 sometimes.
Okay, do you wanna have another meeting later this week?
If you're gonna make that timeline, then,
Rest this week.
what's Friday? The
I'm good on Wednesday or Friday.
22nd?
Friday's the 22nd, yes.
I won't be here, so.
When do you have to, when's the deadline for that? When do you have, when's that?
It has to have 20 days, he said.
What's that?
It'll be available for public
You have to
inspection.
pass a proposed one, and then it has to be out there for 20 days.
I think last year we passed it on like the 27th of December.
Yeah.
I would set your meeting for Monday and go from there.
Say again?
I would set your meeting from Monday and go from there, see what we get. I mean, because you still have to conduct business on this, you know, the 16th. I'm trying to look when, do you guys get holiday on the Christmas Eve? I think there's, it's just getting,
What do you guys want to do?
I make a motion to have a budget meeting on Monday, the 25th at 6 o'clock.
I'll second that.
And advertise.
And advertise the same.
As a budget workshop.
At what time, 6?
6. Maybe we'll get out of here soon.
Budget
Not
workshop,
likely.
Monday the 25th, 6 o'clock. Advertise the same. Motion and a second, any discussion? How do you vote?
Tammy?
And question.
Yeah,
Do you need to add, like you usually do in any other business or something, if you gotta discuss the
That's
police
maintained.
contract
I don't think we need to leave it to the
at the
budget.
same time? Huh?
My opinion is we just leave it to the budget. We get off, you know, we need to concentrate on the budget.
okay.
Well, I'm just saying, you told chief you were gonna discuss the,
Yeah, we have a regular meeting on the 16th, anyway. So, I think.
I didn't know if it had worked in, a contract works in conjunction with the budget. If you have to pass the budget to do the contract or vice versa.
I don't think. He knows, he's already, his budget's already done, so. All right. How do you vote?
Tammy?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Ed?
Sure.
4 yes, motion carried.
Okay. Any other additions?
Yeah, I would like to see us get a hold of Advanced Communications to have them put a phone jack in this room and a phone. Speakerphone.
What?
Speakerphone. Just a phone, telephone with a speaker on.
I know what a speakerphone is, Doug.
Well, I thought that's what you were asking me.
You said phone jack. I didn't.
Put a phone jack with, so we can, if we need to be, with somebody that needs to participate by meeting, or a lot of people do business these days that do it through speakerphone. That
Don't you
wouldn't hurt
have,
to have one here.
can I ask a question? Don't you have those phones that come out here and
They probably, I don't know how they're hooked up. I've never moved any of them around, but they,
wireless phones
I
in
don't know
there?
how long the wires are on this.
no, I mean, I don't know how they're plugged in the wall, whether
Oh.
hardwired or with the jack or not, I don't know.
Maybe you just need a new
I never
phone
know.
system.
Yeah, his phone system's not that old.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we put that in, what, probably 5 years ago, maybe?
At least.
Rick,
Yeah, I got a thing from PSATs, and they're having meetings, and I'd like to be able to go to it.
I'd like to make a motion to any elected official, current or people who are elected to coming in January can attend these training sessions if they so desire at township expense.
okay.
Any elected official could be an auditor, could be a supervisor or whatever.
And what was your motion?
Motion to, extend that to any elected official or supervisor elect or under-elect to attend on the township expense. I think we have don't we have some kind of a membership to get a
Power
discounted
Pass.
price?
We have a power pass and we get all that stuff for free.
Yeah,
Including travel or what?
yeah, whatever it costs travel, sure.
Over the webinars, it's free.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Oh, it's webinar.
Yeah, webinars and-
Well, yeah, the reason I'm asking, I mean, what if it's in Wilkes-Barre?
So Wilkes-Barre,
You're gonna pay for them to drive up there and stay a few nights?
that would, if it's
Well,
necessary,
that's
sure.
interesting, Doug, because when I first got in here, it was all at our expense.
I never would by directive of the board.
Yes, it was.
I have never voted against anybody not overtrained.
There was a vote.
Yeah.
There was a vote.
I make a motion, there's a motion on the floor.
You don't have to worry about me staying any place because it's a Ken's garden.
I'll second.
Well, that makes it easy.
I'll second it, Sharon.
Can I go-
Don't be staying overnight down there.
All right.
You get in trouble in Canonsburg.
All right,
Halfway.
got a motion to pay for classes. And mileage. Is that-
Yeah, whatever the expense is.
Got a motion and a second. Any other discussion? How do you vote?
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug?
Yeah.
Tammy?
Yes.
Ed?
Sure.
4 yes, motion carried.
Any other additions?
Yeah, I did make a motion on putting getting the advanced communications to put phone jack in here.
You did, but then you jumped ahead to the other one.
Okay, well, I'm back to my budget.
Nobody seconded it.
All right, well,
I'll second the motion.
Don't hurt to have a jack in the wall.
Does it have to be advanced communication?
No, or whoever you'd want to use is fine with me, but they're one, it's their phone system, right?
Yeah, but we dropped our contract with them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Question. Instead of paying somebody to do that, just go to Sam's Club or Walmart and get a wireless
That's what
phone.
I
It can be plugged in there, they can sit out here, they can speaker and save a ton of money.
I just asked that.
As being part of several conference calls, that doesn't work for shit. So
No.
you need a phone that actually is made for conference calls.
Well, can we just buy a really long phone cord and
They're not that
run it through the
expensive.
window?
No, they're
I don't
not.
care
You
if it
just need to
works.
get a jack out here and put it in.
Whenever I work.
All right, we got a motion and a second. How do you vote?
So what is the motion? Is it to buy a phone to put,
No, just to get a jack out of here.
There's no jack anywhere in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Right
phone,
there.
Sharon, our phone, speaker phone?
The jack.
Okay.
Oh, there's already a jack out here. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
How do you vote?
Doug?
Yeah.
Kathy?
we didn't set a price. I still think a phone cord is cheaper, no.
It looks like one up there on that plug.
Will you amend your
Is that one?
Yeah,
cap on it?
Coax.
sure. Not to
Is
see
it
$100
coax
bucks.
above that?
I'm not sure what it would be, it may even be $20, I don't know.
Nah, it ain't that good for me.
Well, I'm sure it's not gonna be $20 if you.
Then
you
yes.
send
Not gonna
somebody
call
out.
them, yeah.
Mary, yes?
Then I'm a yes now.
Tammy?
Yes.
Oh, Ed?
Sure.
That's okay, I think it's just-
4 yes,
We're
motion
spending
carried.
throats today. Public comment or addition to the agenda?
Public comment, I guess. Sorry.
Hang on.
Yep, yep.
Is there any other additions to the agenda? All right, public comment.
I guess we haven't got a form yet, for the members of the fire departments to make application for the real estate tax refund.
Yeah, well, you just want.
I don't know, whatever you need.
I was gonna copy Buffalo's.
Okay,
So,
we just need something that I can
something
give the
that
guys
you
so
can give the
they can
guys,
turn
they
in.
can,
Yes.
yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
JD.
3 things. First of all, truck. You want me to contact Brian Long, or give you his information so you can contact him, or me contact him, have him contact you, or none of the above?
Get with me.
Okay,
I'll
be glad to help out if that
Okay.
solves the problem.
appreciate it.
Second thing, the insurance thing.
Yeah.
If it's set in stone, set in stone, but wouldn't it make more sense, so if I heard it right, it's a $500 a year one-time payment, and
Not a year. It's
$50,
not a year, JD, it's one-time payment, 500.
okay, and
Set
then,
it up.
okay, and then $50, minimum $50 per person
No.
No, per month.
per month, so there's another
It's either,
$600.
either $4 per
No.
employee per month or
Up to, I mean,
$50, which we don't have enough employees, so it's,
It'll be $50.
So $600 a month. Did you, did
No.
anybody,
No.
Fifty.
No.
Geez, you're mad.
$50 a month, you said $50 a month.
Not per
No,
person.
$50 a month times 12 is $600 a year.
That's what I just said,
No,
$600 a
no,
year.
you said $600 a month.
Oh, well, I meant $600 a year, if I said $600 a month, I apologize.
okay.
So $500 plus $600, I meant a year, $50 a month, $600 a year. Did you check with the existing insurance company? Isn't, I mean, they already have all the information
that's
and,
who that's from.
That's who's telling you to
That's
do
who
it.
gave us the information, is our existing insurance.
oh, well, you said it was a third party, some other name?
So
They're,
That's what they're called.
they're called a third party.
They
Hey, Frank,
submitted,
you
the
okay?
insurance company submitted a name and the union submitted a company name also. But one of the companies never responded, so.
Okay,
We were
well,
left
that
with
wasn't clear, because you said you only got one bid. I thought the
Yeah.
insurance company already has it,
We only have one that responded.
would make more sense just to not have somebody else touch it and have them do it. Thirdly, Tammy, you voted no on the treasury report again.
Yes.
Are you allowed to say why? Is there a reason? Is there
I've seen it when I
something
sat
not,
down.
what's that?
I've seen it when I sat down.
Okay, so it's just time,
Yes.
matter of time, not a problem or issue. I just wonder if there's a problem or issue with it that you did. Thank you. That's it.
Anybody else, public comment? What's back?
I live on Waynesburg Road. You put a nice layer of blacktop out there. You left the drop off some places it's a foot along the side. You gonna wait till somebody gets killed there before you fix it?
Okay.
The berm on the road.
I noticed that.
Some places it's 8 inches or a foot high on the edge. One car runs off the edge and hits another head on, who's gonna be liable? I asked Tom 2 meetings ago about it, and he didn't know what he was talking about.
Is that the Thunder Ridge? Let's
The
contact
coal
them.
company redid that. Is that what you're talking about, Bus, right there
Yes,
where, it's
yes.
actually Lynn Street, what they call
Well-
it there, it is from my house down to yours?
Yeah, it's a little bit of
It's bad. Well, I
We're
turned
talking about
around
the
on it.
covered bridge.
Oh, I haven't been out that far, but it
Clear the
is,
covered bridge.
I've been out just to where, like, where Davy lives, and
Okay.
it's a drop off.
Let's contact them
It's
tomorrow.
not
and get it
safe.
You can, talk to each other later. Public comment,
Yeah, one more thing.
yeah.
They did the ditches on Delashon, cut the hill up and down. Down there at the layered driveway, that water's coming down, there's like a rental property there on the corner. That water's coming down that driveway and running across the road, and the other morning it was icier than hell there. Well, I mean, it's a nice job of grading, but the water's still coming on the road down at the end. That's been there for years, and somebody's gonna slide out on the old 40.
Oh, right down, right where it meets
Right
Old
at
40.
the, yeah.
It's
I
not
wanted
going
to
in-
down that driveway.
It's not staying in the ditch there?
It's coming down out of there somehow, I don't know where.
Coming down the driveway, their driveway ditch is not right.
Yeah,
It's coming down the driveway, and instead of it going into the pipe, somebody ran into it. We shoveled it out there not too long ago, and it's running across her driveway out onto the road.
she needs a pipe in her driveway or something, don't she?
And she needs something up along that edge. I think it was a long guy or somebody swerved and cut their wheel up in their ditch there and brought that water down out there. There's a
It's
spring right
like,
there.
you
It
guys
runs
did a
all
good
the
job on the
time.
grading, it's just that water keeps coming out of that driveway across the road there.
Okay.
So
Back
they're
to,
gonna.
back to Waynesburg Road, could we have, John, do you have a contract with them?
Contact,
Contact with Tunnel Ridge?
I
Yeah.
thought Tom was working on it.
we have
Would
contacts,
you,
yeah.
maybe he could contact them and let them know that we have a safety issue that.
Yeah, I can, and then what I can do is I can check with Tom first to make sure that he's not already got something worked out. If he doesn't,
Let me know tomorrow one way or the other.
absolutely, I'll let the whole board know.
Ed,
On Waynesburg Road, Everett Road, and Greaves Road. They was all worked on by Tunnel Ridge. Do we have an engineer's report on them 3 roads?
I don't know.
Because the engineer was supposed to be inspecting prior to any work being done and after on any road that Tunnel Ridge worked on.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to ask the engineer.
Wouldn't the board have got a report? Somebody up there ought to know if you got a report or not.
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'll have to find out.
You have 2 people working in the office. Don't
Well,
they know if you got one or not?
What I'm getting at is if they did, and they left Waynesburg Road, our engineer left Waynesburg Road that way, I think we ought to be looking for another engineer. If he engineered that. I don't know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
shouldn't leave a road. I already heard of somebody having an accident on that road on their moped. It's not good.
Well, I fixed 150 feet or so of it along my road there, so I could keep on the road and all. But the whole road needs fixed, berm.
We'll have an answer tomorrow, huh?
Well, I mean, whether they're gonna do anything or not.
Okay. Any other public comment?
I have a few. One's
Kathy
for the
Gilmore.
attorney. On your bill, I saw a charge for a Park Place lien and settlement. Is that in the township?
Is Park Place in the township, is that the question?
I think Park Place is the name.
It's a realty company.
That's a realty company, Park Place is.
Oh, okay.
It seemed like one of those people that came with one of those things had mentioned that. You know?
Well, the bill says it's a lien and then a settlement, so I
Well,
wouldn't
it
think
was
it'd
a
be
lien.
somebody.
It was a lien that was against a piece of real estate, and Park Place was the settlement company that wanted us to produce a document that said, we don't have a lien.
Okay,
So we produced a letter saying we don't, because I was informed we don't.
okay. Okay, and here's another question I've asked several times, but I gotta ask it again after looking at the profit and loss reports. Have you had the books straightened out yet correctly? So all the profit and loss reports are still incorrect. Yeah, how come you aren't straightening out your books? Another year is coming to an end.
Isn't that what the DCED lady's been doing?
Yeah, I thought
She
they.
did some
of
them, but a lot of Claremont Kissinger stuff, she hadn't touched.
Anything else?
Maybe we should go back to Palermo and Kissinger and have them fix
We
it.
need to straighten out before we do the budget, because it's gonna knock our numbers off.
Well, they're not gonna fix it.
Yeah.
It'll take them 6 months to get it.
It's not gonna happen.
Not only that, the reports you're putting out to the public are incorrect. I mean, it's either looking like we got more money than we got, or we got less money than we got. You need to have accurate books. And my next question is, we have an auditor, its term is up, and there was no auditor position on the election ballots.
Okay.
I contacted the county about that, elections office, and they sent me a copy of what we sent them. We didn't tell the county that the position was up. We just gave a supervisor's position. We didn't tell them the auditor's position was up. So that, it didn't appear.
Oh. Well, I didn't even know we were in any way involved in it.
Yeah,
But
we get a thing, usually it's in January, they ask you what positions are up during the year, so they can put it, they can make plans to have it on the ballot. We didn't tell them.
Okay. So what's
So I
the,
guess my next question is,
Remedy is,
can we appoint one?
well, the next, in January.
Yeah, we can just appoint
We're
one.
gonna be, until, there'll be that, you know, a short term to the next municipal election.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you willing to be appointed in January? You're the one that's up, right, from what I hear? Yeah. Yes,
Thought about it a long time.
yeah,
Yeah, I did have to think about it, to be honest.
okay.
I'm surprised that with my things, you have to know yourself when your term's up,
Yeah,
and
I
you have
didn't
to
know.
do it yourself. I didn't. I mean, every
It's not up,
certification.
it's not up to the,
everything-
it's not up to the elected person, it's up to the township office to notify,
Oh,
you know, to tell them what's up, not just municipal offices.
It's actually written in the code that it's up to the secretary and the solicitor.
yeah.
Solicitor.
He wasn't here. I don't think he
Yeah,
was
but
here.
it was in January, so that's not him.
Yeah, he wasn't,
He wasn't here in January.
Yeah,
Well, that's true.
So,
Yeah.
he can smile.
January's when we were without one, maybe that's how it slipped through.
I think that was February.
All right,
Okay,
are you done? Oh,
I got two more.
okay. Can you do it by 9 o'clock?
Depends on how quick you answer. On this
No.
agenda, some of you act like you're not real sure about what's on the agenda.
On what?
On the agendas, when they come out, when things come up, some of you act like you're not real sure about what's on there. Are you all notified in advance what's on the agenda? And do you all have a chance to make additions or question what's on the agenda?
I've been on several boards and you never get an advance notice, and that's the question I've always asked. Why can't you have a meeting or get something ahead?
Can do an agenda meeting.
Yeah, I've suggested that, and I'm on 5 boards right now that don't do it.
You could do an agenda
That's your
meeting.
luck.
Where
The school now puts it out on
save that
the
money.
Sunday before.
The secretary could call each of you at least 2 days in advance of a meeting and say, what would you like on the agenda? That's not that difficult, where each and every one of you can have some input on the agenda, not just 2 of you. You two seem to know what's on the agenda, these two don't.
Well, we also got emails at like 1:15
Yeah.
this afternoon with the paperwork that Tammy said she didn't see till she sat down. So that's kinda on her. She didn't check her email, that's,
Yeah, it gets emailed out ahead of time.
And when you
They-
work at
They
their
don't
jobs.
get much ahead of time. I think I got it, it may have been this morning, but I think it was an afternoon when it came through.
I said, it was at 1:15. I just looked.
Yeah,
Mine
that's
came
what I
through
said.
at
Yeah, that's
1:15.
probably
The
right.
meeting I just left tonight, I got the update at 4:30 this afternoon, meeting at 6 o'clock. If I hadn't been looking at my email, I wouldn't have known.
I don't receive email on my phone. I only receive it when I'm at home.
Well, it all sounds good, but in the modern day of technology, you know what they tell me when I ask these things? That's on you, get a better phone. I don't know, and I'm not trying to sound critical. I'm just saying I understand because the rest of the world's going through the same thing.
Well, the agenda can be built as the month goes along.
Right.
You know,
I set a
even-
place before we did it by
Yeah.
Google, so as things were added, the board could see it, but that has stopped since, so.
You know what, the other thing you, as a board, this board and the next board, you might also watch, because PSATS just had a bill put in that says it will be mandatory
Yes.
for you to publish the agenda 24 hours in advance, mandatory.
And you have to put it on your website if you have one.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be posted out here on the window.
Any
I
other-
always had to post it on,
Any other
in the
public
bulletin
comment?
board the day before.
Public
I have one-
comment,
I
yeah,
guess I have one thing.
yeah. You guys done?
I had one more, but go
Well-
ahead.
Well, it was on the same thing.
Catch your breath.
You guys are all elected. You wanted to sit there. I don't think any of you should say that you didn't have an opportunity or don't take the time to look at that agenda when it comes out earlier. Shame on you. That's up to you. That's your responsibility, each and every one of you. And multiple of the supervisors through this year have said, well, I didn't see that, or I didn't have time. Well, that's on you. All right?
And there's
You
always.
wanted to be elected, you're here, do the job.
I agree with
And
that.
there's
Do the
always
job.
things, it's a fluid document anyway, because there's always things that
I
come up.
understand.
You know,
I
so,
understand.
I
There's
don't
no
know,
reason
but-
anybody should show up here
No, but,
at the time of the meeting and not have seen the agenda.
no, but you can put a cutoff time of 4 o'clock on Friday. or something.
Absolutely, I
Have
agree
it
with you on
done.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so there are people that, like.
It would be
I don't
better if
always
it
have-
came out days in advance.
Yeah.
I agree with that
There are
totally.
times I'm able to catch my email at work, and there are days I'm not. You know, that's, it's not my job to sit and watch the computer all day.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Well, it is your job.
No.
It is your job to get that email. When you know it comes out, you want it,
Yeah, I
you're
keep-
there, do the
I
job.
keep checking because I know it comes out usually on Mondays. But I've been a proponent in the past of getting it earlier. And the same way with the minutes. We did get the minutes earlier this time. They came last week. But I've been a proponent, don't wait till the last minute to do the minutes.
But there is such a
You wanna
thing,
rest.
I think what Eric is saying, and I do agree with this, there has to be some commitment to the person sitting there. I have to want to be at the meetings, I have to want to know what's on there, I
Everyone
have
should
to
do
be.
their due diligence.
And whether it's inconvenient or not, it's inconvenient, I'm on that
Okay.
board.
All right, any other public comments?
She
I
had
have one more.
Yeah.
And nothing on you, John. When did you appoint him as right-to-know officer of the police department?
Ma'am, I don't fall under the right to know laws. As the chief of police, the training that you and I went to at Buffalo Township, they stated that at the very beginning of the township
He
meeting.
went with you?
I believe you were there, I know for sure that Mrs. Prescott was there, I thought you were there as well. But the very first thing they told me was I didn't have to stay there, because the police department didn't fall under the Right to Know Act.
Oh, no, I
And
didn't,
that-
I was,
And
didn't
that,
get to see that.
and that as the chief of police,
Okay, well, what
I
I'm
am the
asking,
right to know officer for the police department.
what I'm asking, I put in a right-to-know request for a video of the parking lot. And I was told Sharon could not provide it because he is the right-to-know officer of the police
I
department,
received
and
no
she
such
refused to give it
request,
to me.
You have to submit. There's
So
no
you are the
response-
right-to-know officer for the chief, or for the
No,
police?
I am
The chief of police.
the chief of police.
Okay, I did the right-to-know to her. The right-to-know officer should be presenting it to you.
No, ma'am, there's
You go directly
there's
to
an
him.
act on this. There's actually, it came out last year, we've had discussions.
There's been a
about it.
change in, yeah.
There has been a
This
change.
has
But it
nothing to
actually-
do with the
Yeah.
police
It
stuff.
actually outlines how and what you have to do to request information from a police department. Absolutely.
Is your right-to-know
It's not a right to know.
So I can't